Hey, alright. What we got here is we're back in Operation Destiny. And we're going to go on an adventure. We're going to go see where we can find the the end portal. So it looks like it's going to be, that direction's going to be north. So we're going to go on an adventure. We're going to go see where it is and what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Not too far away. North we went. We lost all but one of our ender eyes. They all broke on the way when we were throwing them. Like on the first toss, pretty much. And we just dug down and found ourselves a little bit of special brick down here. And I'm pretty excited. Got straight off the bat, got a nice chest to go through. Of course, our inventory is just packed, but we'll relieve that issue real easy. Just kind of set ourselves up here a little bit. I brought a empty map and some paper and a cartography table so that I could have a map for everybody else to know where it is. So I'll make this. We're in a snow biome, lots of ice around us, and then just zoom it out. I think it's 4 times, and we'll bring that back, hang that up at the base so that when people come by, they can be like, oh, that's where you need to go. Because eventually, if there was other people joining in on the server and they needed to know where the end portal was, be handy to have a little map to get there. Although I think it would be a nice idea to build just an overworld path there. It's not super far away. Just a little token path to get us there. I figure I might as well start taking all these iron doors. I find it annoying to have to push the little button every time I need to go someplace. So I might as well just take it with me. I should probably grab all the iron fences too. They're fun to play with. Didn't take us long to find the end portal. We got a nice bunch of these little silverfish here. Dropped a torch on the spawner there, but it still seems to be spawning. I could have swore all I had to do was put a torch on it, it would stop spawning. Maybe I'm wrong. We got 4 eyes in it, so it's not like we're gonna go through it at any point in time, since we used up all but one of the eyes to get here. But we took a screenshot and we'll send it to the guys in the Discord. That way they know. Give them the coordinates and everything to it. So it's at negative almost 1,600 blocks away to the north. So it's not, like I said, it's not super far away. Oh man, almost got knocked into the lava there by that silverfish. I don't appreciate that. I got 2 torches up here already. There. Now I got 4 torches. And I'll throw... There's more silverfish. They keep biting at me. Bad silverfish. Oh, some more spawning in. I just don't get it. Best I could do is just light up the whole room. Possibly. I could have swore if you lit it up, it wouldn't spawn, but it doesn't seem to be working. It does make me a little bit nervous that the fish are gonna break a lava block retaining wall. They're just gonna keep spawning in, aren't they? I figure we'll put in an ender portal. I mean, another portal right down here. And then we'll try to build a path in the nether to our nether portal. So that'd be an even quicker way to get here. The silverfish is just relentless. They do not want to stop spawning. I mean, I might be getting rid of the light level by dousing the lava, but I don't want to fall in the lava anytime soon. There we go. At least all I have to worry about now is the silverfish. Had a bunch just break out of the blocks right there. Nothing fancy. Pretty much always end up making a nether portal here at the end portal whenever I make one. I'm getting significant lag here on the server. It's taking a while after I clicked on that chest before it actually opened. Which could be the reason why the spawner's acting strange. It's like the light level, the speed of light is lagging, so the spawner doesn't know that it's lit up. In a way, you can consider lag in Minecraft to be attributed to a black hole. So now that we found where the end portal is, we can explore this stronghold. See that zombie just jumped all the way up the stairs at us. I'm at the yellow bars in my connection. And from what Dev was talking about, making the portal, the strongholds, the spots that we branch out from and mine for iron and stuff. But also, I seen on the Discord that Dev was thinking that we would go ahead and just go ahead and allow all farms. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I kind of like the aspect of it. It's like I'm not really in it for the goal. I just like hanging out and playing. My my thoughts on it were we could just can we farm the world border? Then we just have the world border right away. Like this is a massive stronghold. Like it wants to lead places, but it just doesn't go anywhere. I get lost in these places so easy. Getting skinny on the torches. Yeah, you're seeing that lag whenever the iron door goes down. On a few worlds, I've tried to excavate the entire stronghold and bring it to the surface and create like a giant um uh, like a mine, like an open mine that's tiered down until it gets down to the portal. I've seen that online before. I thought that'd be pretty neat, but just another one of those worlds that you abandon. Move on, do something different. Able to take out the mobs pretty okay, even with the lag. From what I can tell, we're not playing on the hard difficulty. And from my experience, it almost seems like the hard difficulty is the easier difficulty to play on. I usually always play on the hard difficulty, but the bonuses you get take away from that hardness. You're definitely rewarded with like loot drops from all the critters. I noticed that when I was building that poison spider spawner slash skeleton spawner underneath the minecart storage base. I don't believe I added it to any of the recordings. I just was cruising around looking for some iron and in the mine shaft below spawn. And I had previously found the poison spider spawner. Didn't think much of it, just lit it up and went along my way. But this time I found a skeleton spawner. And that spawner was when I was like, well, I'll make this so that it can be like a farmable spawner where you can just go there and grab some quick levels or arrows or bows and stuff. Because at that point, I didn't even have a bow. And normally, I just like I take a bow that I get off of a skeleton, and then that becomes my primary bow. And I didn't even realize it. I wasn't even thinking that like I haven't had a single enchanted bow drop from a skeleton yet. So after I got done cutting out the whole room, and I was adding the final layer to make it look nice. And when I say look nice, I decided that I wanted netherrack as my building material. So nice is the eye of the beholder here. But as I was adding that final layer, I poked through the wall and I was at the spider spawner. And I was like, heck, we can totally do a dually. So finished up the skeleton spawner and then did the poison spider spawner right after that. And tested it out, and yeah, they're both within range of each other when you're standing there. But it seems that the spider spawner is far more um uh, effective. Like it was just loading with spiders, and the skeleton spawner was struggling to have a few. As for lighting up the areas around spawn and in the caves, I think it's done pretty good. I haven't gone completely everywhere, but it should be pretty efficient. That skeleton spawner, though, after trying, out a few batches of skeletons through it, I'd look at the storage and be like, hey, there's no enchanted bows here or armor or nothing. So that's when I realized that it must be on an easier setting. It was kind of up in the air when I was talking to Carrot whether or not having the skeleton spider spawner as a farm was legit in our purpose in this world against the rules. But Dev said that it was probably fine. It was mostly, I think, originally that no witch farms and no iron farms are going to be utilized to make the rail out to the world border. But I've seen in the discussions on the Discord that they might be doing away with the no farms completely. Dev is thinking about camping at spawn with farms while Carrot and I go on missions to lay tracks. Doesn't sound very fun to me. Seems like I got like a boss. He's telling me I got to go, you know, make rails while he kicks it and watches TV. The part of the going to the world border that I find enjoyable is the organic adventure to it. I like that the rail isn't straight. I like that it meanders. To me, it doesn't matter if it goes 300 blocks off of the center line to the world border, as long as you're not just building straight bridges across oceans. I think there's going to be a bunch of cases where we do have to make the straight bridges across the oceans. That's fine. But when there is surrounding land, I'd say it's better just to follow it. That makes it a much more enjoyable organic ride. It's a little more fun. Like as when it comes to placing rails and figuring out how to add the powered rails and then make it so that you can power rail back is has been pretty fun. I haven't done too much of that on my own before, so this is the most of it that I have done. So I have gone out a couple times and laid a couple hundred tracks down and tried to power them up and down hills, and there's definitely a trick to it. I don't have it down by no means, but it's pretty enjoyable. Originally when I was talking to Dev, he was saying that we wouldn't need to light up the rails as we go, but there's a lot of times you're slowed down or there's just stuff in the way. I think it's pretty dangerous. So as I've been going, because we're going to need trees and stuff, I try to chop down all the surrounding trees in the areas that I'm laying down the tracks. And then once I have the area all the way done, then I've been spamming out torches, as you're cruising along, just to give yourself a bit of a chance to not have to be blown up by a creeper and whatnot. I was the last time that I went out laying out the tracks, I had gotten to my end of my stack of tracks to lay, and I decided I was going to go mine. So I just went into the northern direction from the rail straight into the woods and just made a trail of torches going out and cleared a path as I went through the leaves, just hoping that I would run into a cave system. And I did run into a cave system. It was pretty decent sized, and it kept going down and down and down. I was like, oh, score, it is getting pretty big. And eventually it gets to this huge um, uh, mine shaft, like one of the suspended mine shafts that is um, inside of a big open cave, and it tunnels off. So that was a really cool one. Didn't explore it all the way yet, but it did have the dripstone that I wanted, because I wanted to make infinite lava and infinite water sources. Mostly growing it for stalagmites right now on one side of the minecart. So I got lava on one side, and then the stalactites and stalagmites on the other. And then later on, I seen on the Discord that Carrot, I think from how I understand it, because it's easy to get confused with other people or other people being confused by what I wrote, was it seemed like Carrot thought that I torched out the direction that the tracks should have gone. Um, uh, but that was just my little path, so I knew how to get back. So on my way back out of the cave system, when I hit the surface, I look over after I'm at the surface at daytime and I see a village. And it's the village that I turned into a little bit of a, indentured servant kind of place. So that's the village that we had already been to, where me and Dev went and got our cats and stuff. So that was pretty weird that the direction that I went off into ended up right at that village with the portal. And that lag is really catching me off guard. You click on the chest and nothing happens. But 37 iron doors, that's a lot. I think that's a huge amount. And got a couple of templates. The main thing I want to make sure I bring back is the map. Bring the stone with me because going through the nether, it's going to be a good chance that I might have to bridge away from the lava or protect myself from a big floaty ghost thing, a ghast. I just got to find the portal room again. And here we go. Definitely, anytime you ever go into a portal, always crouch. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a portal and then just walked out into the lava. So at least this is a nice spot. It's a little out in the open, but I'm close enough to a wall that I feel safe. I could have just pickaxed my way in to make sure I don't die. And so that's the direction we need to go to get back to our other portal. So kind of, I think just mining up the side of this here and going up and over is going to be the way to go. I was trying to make the most straightest pathways Yeah, so that lag is catching up to us. Operation Destiny Challenge the Infinite Horizon. Yeah, when you load back in and it's just blackness, it always makes me think I'm just falling into the void. Super nervous about it in the nether. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit of a time skip backwards in time. None of that stuff that I mined is mined out. And we lost our connection again. I want to keep pushing until I get to the other portal and back to base before I give up. So I'm just going to keep trying. I want to be able to have a completed feeling. I've made it all the way there, got the map, made the portal, and came back to base. So it'd be fun at some point in time if we take out the dragon altogether or whatnot. I'm not sure. I'm kind of the mind that you know, like I enjoy trying to get to the end cities without fighting the dragon. So you go there knowing full well that you're gonna have to jump into the void after you fill an ender chest full of stuff from the end cities. Make that long bridge out to some cities from the end island. I've done that, but I'd say it's more prudent for us to go ahead and connection lost. It'll be more. We should probably just kill the dragon a bunch of times, get all the end portal um, places opened up, and then Dev was thinking it'd be great to turn the end into a storage place. So that's a good idea. So we have the storage place at spawn. Then we'd have a storage space in the end. Of course, you won't get end cities past a certain block mark in the overworld, and then um, uh, it'll just be like one of those things where it'll be rings of stuff that we could possibly go to. From what Carrot and Dev were talking about, it takes like a day in the rail cart or to get out to the world border or something, and then it takes hours in an ice road on a boat. Cruising through the Nether is real easy. If you're doing the if you're just going on the roof, I'm pretty careful when I'm doing my roof mining. I'm like always shifted because there's a bunch of times that it just opens up and it drops you out into the void, into the lava. And there's my torch trail. So that torch trail takes you to the village that that was right next to that one cave system I was talking about. And this will take us right back to our main portal, back to spawn. Dev made this little vine up. Works really good. I added a bunch of blocks around it. It made me nervous that, it was out in the open. It's not the most eloquent pathway, but it works. Little rain to cool you off after you've been in the nether so long. It's weird, those crimson hanging vines, they don't grow down that far. I was gonna put it into a picture, a map holder there, but it's not there anymore. Looks like they grabbed the ender chests. Oh, lagged out. Almost there. A little bit of a time jump. Nope, there's the ender chests are back. They're right at my feet. Now it's just a lag. But hey, we made it back. That's cool. We'll put up the map here, and I guess first we'll name it. That way they know what it is they're going towards. I guess I still need to make like a banner, a named banner, and put it up where the end portal is, so that it shows up on the map as a location. I don't think I've ever really done that. I just know that it's the upper left corner on that map is where the end portal is. Yep, I feel pretty good about that. I'd say it was a good run. Get out of here before the lag kills us. Take a picture and send it to the folks on the Discord. Might as well eat before I go. Later.